Hello, Lightworkers. Welcome to everyone in this group. This is my first live since coming back from Mount Shasta and Sedona. We did an amazing double vortex power portal retreat. So integrating from that, that's going to take a few months. If you haven't explored sacred sites on a planet, I highly recommend it. Yeah, for this video, I wanted to explore with all of you, welcome to all of you, the new ones in the group, and I wanted to explore comfort zones. Because for many of us as light workers, especially us empathic ones, we can get drawn into comfort zones and become comfortable being uncomfortable in these zones. And this is something that I've noticed in myself as my journey through as a light worker and training many people stepping up as a light worker, is that we get so comfortable being in a place that is content. And because it's content, it's not really showing us an area that we need to move out of, because it's showing us that it's actually okay. When things are okay, we can actually plod along and keep going along with this. And for many people who are stepping up to be a light worker, or who you've already made that step, maybe you've started your practice, maybe you've actually stepped out and you're working with clients, what we can do is we can create new comfort zones. New areas where we're quite comfortable being where we are. Because the real fear that comes in as we move out of the comfort zone actually provides us with an opportunity for expansion. Yet we can also see that fear as something to shy away from. So the question I'm asking you is, are there areas in your life that you feel you have created these comfort zones? These are also called boxes. You know, we create these boxes for ourselves. And what is it that you feel within your soul? Because your soul is working on a totally different level. Your soul absolutely knows that you are here as a representative of high consciousness, here to bring something to planet Earth. Your soul is fearless. Your soul is here knowing your soul blueprint. It's tapped into that higher divine soul blueprint, and it's excited, it's joyful, it wants to go out and it wants to express and radiate your light into the world. And so it's ourselves who actually bring in the fears. You know, we come here, we've got the fears and we say, I don't know if I can do this, or I'm quite comfortable being here in my present job, in this particular scenario that I have with my career. And can I move forward? So this is what I'd ask you is, are you able to step out of this zone that you're in? And are you able to move forward? Do you even know what that zone is? When I work with clients and I work with training light workers, one of the things that I notice that many of us do not know where the box that we have actually created for ourselves, because we're in it. And so we don't really know the potentiality that we have, the expansion that we have. And one of the key areas that I would suggest to look at is the shadow, because the shadow really shows us what we're secretly yearning for. And I've written an energy update, which I'm going to post into this group after this as well, and what I kind of cover on this topic. And the shadow really is saying, you know, when you're looking at another light worker and you're saying, wow, I wish I could do this, I want to do this. And it may bring up feelings of jealousy or envy, which are beautiful emotions if you understand their purpose, because they're actually showing something that you want. And there's a resonation between a part within you and that part in that other light worker or that other speaker or facilitator or healer, whatever it is they're doing, is showing you that you want. That part of you is actually ready to be fulfilled in that area. And as we're moving along in this ascension shift, the universe is asking so many light workers to step up. So part of our challenge is moving out of these comfort zones continuously. And the more that we do this, the easier it will become in actually not fearing so much, you know, that huge wall that we seem to face, and feeling that we need to vault over that wall to leave our place of comfort. Comes up is, am I ready? Am I ready to move forward? Am I ready to actually step out in an even greater way? What are my gifts? You know, what is needed, required of me? And I would always ask you to really look at what is it that's your ultimate goal here? Because a lot of us can let go of that. You know, we get onto this path, or we have these great ideas about moving forward, but the end goal, the vision, really helps us to stay present with our particular path, because that end goal is showing you what your soul really wants. And what I mean by the end goal, it's that idea. Are you wanting to step out and assist many other people with your light work? Is there a part of you that wants to express your truth onto this planet in a greater and greater and greater way? Because that is what drives you. That is your soul treasure that drives you. And the next step is to be responsible for that part within you that really wants this. And the responsibility to our soul mission is critical, because that is saying that you are acknowledging the purpose that you have chosen to embrace before coming here, and as you have awoken here on this planet in choosing your path. Can you now take it a step further? Can you now step out of greater and greater comfort zones? So what I do as I work with light workers is that I literally take people into that zone, because we can theorize it, we can heal it in the mind as much as we want, but the next step is actually putting it into practice. It's actually taking it out into the world and stepping out, regardless of whatever anyone else is doing around you, because your path is unique. Yet during this time, more and more, the universe is calling upon each soul to step up even more. Which area in your life can you step up more in? And which area in your life have you become more sedate in? Have you started to pull back in more? And you can have many theories of what you're healing. And this is one of the self-sabotage areas, which I'm going to be covering in many videos about, because self-sabotage is a key area that many empathic light workers fall into, and that is creating a distractive process that will keep you from doing your work. Wherever you are in your life, in your journey, you are ready for something, and you are more ready than you can probably believe. And the countless light workers I've assisted through the college and through client work, I've seen that more often than not, empathic light workers are just unaware of how much they have to give in this moment. And what is needed is a guiding hand. It is that helping process to move along and actually step out more, because let's face it, we don't have that process, that guide, that encouragement, establishment in our society right now. You are the ones who are building that. We don't have others taking our hand and helping us to step up unless we're seeking that. And this is one of the key things that I would always suggest, is that we're not here to do this on our own. If we're trying to learn every single thing on our own, you know, we could do that. It would just take a lifetime or many lifetimes. We have the gift of learning from others during this time, of being mentored, of being guided by others. And so when we open up to receive that, we're also opening up to say, okay, I don't need to heal everything by myself. This is a key shift that we make as we're moving out of the arena of suffering as a light worker and moving into this greater and greater ladder, I would say, that takes you into where you're going. So this is just the first video that I wanted to bring in around comfort zones, and to ask you to really look at in your life, you know, where is it in your life that you feel that you've become too comfortable in an uncomfortable comfort zone area that you become content with, because your soul is going to want to start to shake that about, start to stir it about, especially with these energies right now. You're going to find that areas that you've become complacent in, when I say complacent, they're just allowed to continue. These are the areas that are going to be shaken up more and more. So we're being asked to express more, being asked to step out more, being asked to shine more, being asked to value yourself more, increase this value and worth of yourself more, and being asked to really be responsible for this soul mission that you have. I'll be releasing more videos, and if you want to get in touch with me to find out about the deeper work I do, please send me a private message. I can talk to you about that, because I am creating and delivering a program specifically for heart-centered light workers to help you step up, as I've helped many others. And something I'm really passionate about, because this right now on the planet, we need empathic light workers to step up. We have naturally gone to the background, because this is what we do. We don't really step out in that way. So we need to heal many themes that do belong to us and don't belong to us, and actually embrace your light. Thank you. Connect soon.